I'll be listening to her on the way to work. While I'm at work, I can't really focus until she's done work cooking because she be saying some stuff make you get up and get out your chair. So take you to the message. Let's make sure we support. Amazing job over there. I appreciate you.
Have you ever felt? Are you listening? Damn.
Hey y'all. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see y'all.
Yeah.
It's another one. It's another one.
Yeah.
Hey, Melania. Marjorie, how are you, honey?
Yeah.
Lost in Translation podcast. How you doing, sir? It's good to see y'all. We about to go into it this morning. Just a little tidbit. Just a little something. Good morning.
We need to start learning how to tell our
Almost done. Shout out to Black Men Unfiltered for my intro. Shout out to that brother. Shout out to Lost in Translation. Amazing show last night. To the two brothers. Shout out to y'all both.
I always tell people on my channel.
Thank you for always inviting me, making me a part of the Black Men Unfiltered network. I appreciate you. So we about to do what it do this morning, okay? We about to do what it do this morning, baby, okay? We about to get it in. And the title of this foolery, let me just get to it real quick. The title of this foolery this morning, I was thinking about what happened at Black Men Unfiltered last night, and I wanted to dissect it on my own. Shout out to Maya, Almond Eyes, Mr. He Said, how you doing, sir? It's good to see you. Heidi, King, from the beginning, my brother. From the beginning. Always from the beginning. Have a wonderful day, my brother. I greatly appreciate you tuning in. So the title of this foolery is Modern Women, Does Your College Degree Turn Men Away? Modern women, does your college degree turn men away? Now, last night on Black Men Unfiltered, shout out to Black Men Unfiltered once again, he put a video up, and shout out to Anissa because she sent the video to him. There were at least about maybe 15 young women. Hey, Jenny, how are you? About 15 young women, and they were all lined up. And this was, they were introducing themselves. This was a wedding, okay? One of the women were getting married. And she had about 15 bridesmaids. So the cameraman recorded each of them saying what was their career choice, you know. And most of them were doctors, they're just coming, like they're like close to their last year of college. They're about to finish it, you know. So they were all saying that they're either a lawyer or a physician or something like that. And it was amazing, right? But I'm gonna share something with you. The last one said, I'm a city girl, Miami, right? So that means she's not doing anything, but she's the one who is probably the one that is the fun one, that does everything with the other women that get them in trouble. You know, everybody always got that one in the group. Everybody always have that one in the group that be on some demon time. So with that being said, the rest of the women were talking about how they are doctor this, doctor that, OBGYN this, lawyer, you know. So my heart immediately told me when I saw them and they were speaking, right? Now, it could be bad on my part. I could be wrong. I could be right. I'm not sure. But I felt vibes on them as they were speaking. You know how somebody could just open their mouth? They could say one word and it will make you just know their life. Like you just say one word and you just know their life. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be the way that they talk to you. It'll be the way that they talk to you. And this is why I say, my sisters, your mouth will block your blessing. Your mouth will block your blessing. It's not the way that you tell people what you do for a living, but it's not you promoting yourself saying, this is what I do for a living. It's the way you say it. I hope I'm landing a little bit. So when the young women were saying what they do, hello Mary, the young women were saying what they do for a living, and that was amazing. The first thing I should have thought of was how beautiful this is that all the women here are college educated. That's the first thing I should have thought, right? And how beautiful they all looked. But the way they introduced themselves made me like, no, uh-uh. Like all they attitudes stink. That's what I thought in my mind. Now, other people on the panel, they didn't think that. They like, okay, no, because we're looking at a video. We're looking at a video that this is the same thing as the brothers who were dressed up in suits. But I beg to differ. I'll share this with you. When we had that whole video with all the brothers dressed in suits, right? And they just came on the scene. Nobody introduced themselves of what they do. None of them introduced themselves of what kind of career they have. Good morning, Corey Joe. None of them introduced themselves of what kind of career they have, what business they have. They just showed up in suits. And so social media roasted them. Like, oh, they probably some baby daddies. They got, children running around here. Some of them got child support cases and all sort of stuff. Now, let me share something with you. When the sisters was doing this, I was upset. I'm like, nah, that just because they wearing suits don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Why are you mad with them because they're wearing suits? So I didn't think that that was the same because the way the young women were saying what they do, it was to me, I took it as they were like trying to showboat a little bit. But why wouldn't you showboat a degree though? You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to go through school and make it to the end, and now you have an amazing degree. You know what I'm saying? Because in our home, right, we promote our children to want to go to college. We promote them to want to seek better, but we also promote them to also seek family. We want them to get married someday. And in the melanated community, right, we only promote that we want them to go to college. We never talk to them about getting married and having children. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to share something with you. Your legacy is not what your career is. Your legacy is what you leave here. There are a lot of women who they live good. They live amazing. Like they drink wine all day. They in a beautiful big house. They vacation all the time. You know what I'm saying? But they don't have no children. They don't have no children. They don't have no husband. None of that stuff. They're just dating. And when they go on to glory, that's it. There's nobody here left of them. Do you hear me? Like that line is gone. That line has stopped. And a lot of women miss this. A lot of women miss this. You miss your purpose. Now, I understand going to college and everything. This is an amazing achievement. I would never down any woman who went to college, who goes to college. I would say that you have to learn how to package that thing all in one, baby. Don't just go to college and say, I'm going to follow my career. And then you get in your 40s and you running helter skelter trying to figure out where's the husband and when is the children at. Because now it's too late. But see, society here, the Western world, they will always tell you, no, it's never too late. And y'all know I always tell y'all, you not Sarah. You're not Abraham. Good morning, Miss Israel. So this is the problem that we have in our community because we push school, we want them to go to college, but we don't talk to them about a legacy. And the legacy is not the money, okay? The cars, the houses, the legacy is the children. The legacy, this is what you leave on this earth. That is the mark that you leave on this earth. And see, I want to share something with you. No matter how y'all try to shuck and jive this thing, a man can have a baby at any age. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All they need is somebody that's fertile. A young woman that's fertile. That is it. That's all they need. That thing will not miss. It will not miss. But with us, it will miss. It will miss because remember, we're up in age. We're up in age, but we don't teach our younger generation that. We teach them go to school, get that career, and don't worry about the men and don't worry about the children. We teach them that. Excuse me. We teach them that. So what happens is when they get 40 something years old, when they live in this beautiful house, they got that Benz outside, they living well, they making that money, you know what I'm saying? They just doing what they do. But there's no husband, there's no children. They in this big behind house and they ain't got nobody to look back at them. I remember a story that my father had told me. Something happened with one of his sisters when my grandmother passed away. She was the one who always was catering to my grandmother, right? And she said to my father, when my grandma passed away, she was crying and she said, I don't have eyes that look back at me. And my father looked at her and said, what you mean? She said to my father, you have 3 eyes that look back at you, meaning me and my 2 brothers. And one of my brothers had passed on to glory already, but it's me and my brother. And she said that to my father, and my father started crying because she has no children. She just focused on handling everything outside of putting a husband first, children first. She did everything outside of that, and she missed her time. And now she's in her 70s, no children, no nothing. When she go on to glory, that's it. It's done. You see? So we so focus on everything outside of what is important. I know that some of y'all gonna be shocked that I quote a lot of Miss Ali and also Minister Louis Farrakhan. I quote them, and I'm Christian, but I love what they say. I love what they say. Okay, I love what they say because when you hear wisdom and it touch your heart, you'll never forget it. You know what I'm saying? It'll always stay there with you. So I remember him saying that if you're a woman and you are not married, you are not married, you didn't do your job. That's what he was trying. This is I'm messing up what he completely said to the group, but I'm trying to tell you in my own words. He was saying that if you're a woman and you're not married, you miss the assignment. Because women, we were brought here to be a helpmate. You were born to be a helpmate. But the Western world will have you thinking that you can get out here and compete with men. And I'm going to share something with you. What usually happens is that you get old and you die alone. And Kevin, may his soul rest in peace, Kevin always preached this. You will get old and you will die alone. And this is so true. This is so true. It hurts. I'm going to share something with y'all personally. I had a family member. I won't say no names. She passed on. And she was young. She was around my age. And she married one time. And she had, offspring. because I have to be careful when I say all this so my family don't get the link to it. So she passed on, and it took some time for people to know she passed on. See, when you're not married, okay, and something happened, it takes time for people to find out that you passed on in your house. It takes time. And it was sad. It broke my heart because I had to go to her house and I'm the one who found her. It hurted. Now, in my mind, I was saying if she was married, living in a household with her husband, he would have found her and probably been able to save her. But because the choices that we make, you feel me? The choices that we make in life, can you really take the outcome? You can make choices in life, but when you get to the nitty-gritty, can you really take the outcome? Because we promote this all the time that we want our children to go to college. We want them to get a good degree, but we do not promote them getting married. We don't promote them having children. And I'm going to share something with you. My cousin was balling. She was balling. She was balling. Made more money than me and my husband. She was balling. But it was me that found her. And that's painful. That's painful. Because I remember going home to my husband and I asked him, baby, just hold me a little bit. I want to fall asleep in your arms. Just hold me a little bit. Because we don't promote this in our community. We always tell our young women that the men will be there. They will not. This is a lie. This is the nonsense I was taught growing up too. Oh, go ahead, do whatever you want to do, and the men will be there. They will be there. Don't worry about it. This is a lie. You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna miss them. You're gonna miss him. Chasing everything outside, you will miss him. You will miss him. Somebody else will get him. And I keep stressing this to y'all. So I stress this wholeheartedly. It's not enough of our men to go around. It's not enough. It's not enough. And I know that what I'm saying, it hurts a little bit because there's a lot of women who follow my content that they not married. They not married, they up in age, you waited too long, you did something else outside of what you were supposed to do. You understand? You did something outside of what you were supposed to do. And your main objective here to come to this earth was, okay, was to be a helpmeet. That's your main objective, was to come to be the helpmeet. Now, if you have a degree, you went on, you did everything you were supposed to do, that degree is supposed to help the family. Yeah, I'm just, it's not just supposed to boast. You're not supposed to just boast it. It's supposed to be to help the family. It's not to destroy or make your husband feel like he ain't nobody because he doesn't have a degree. And I'm going to share something with you. Last night, two people on the panel, Mr. Bennett and Anissa, was saying that other cultures, they promote marrying like the same level. You know what I'm saying? They got to be from a rich family. You know what I'm saying? For them to marry. Now, I know in the Indian culture, okay, this is right. They got to marry within the level, right? This is what they do in Indian culture. And there's a lot of other cultures that do the same thing. But I'm going to share something with you. If you want to marry within our culture, most of us are not equal. You just like your fingers are not equal, most of us are not equal. There's not enough of us for all of us to be on the same level. Some are higher in a level, and the other one that is higher got to bring the one that is low up to the same level. I think that's the part we miss in our community. We miss that part. But when you lift the one that is below, you don't make them feel like you're the one that lifted them. Because I'm going to share something with you. That person already know you lifted them. They know you lifted them. So you don't have to throw it in their face every time that you lifted them. Because I'm going to share something with you. You may love this person, and this person may love you. But it's the way that you talk to them that will make you end up in divorce court. Because once they start doing better, okay? Once they start doing better, and all the mistreatment that you gave them with your mouth, because you might have gave them all the tools they needed to get everything together, but your mouth wasn't correct. That's why I tell you, my sisters, watch your mouth. Your mouth wasn't correct. That will run your husband away too. Your mouth will run your husband away. A lot of women miss that part. And even my sisters who have degrees, sometimes your mouth run him away as well. Because it's the way that you boast that give men poise. It's the way that you behave that will make a man go away. There are a lot of women who have degrees that they know how to talk to men. They know how to respect men. And she doesn't lead with her education. She leads with her femininity. That's what she does. She leads with that. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read something. Okay, I see what you got. My auntie dropped out of school to get married and have children. My auntie was killed by her, deleted, I'm sorry, by her husband. Her children lived their own lives. She died, so what was her legacy? So that means you ain't hear me when I said that, dude. Okay, so the legacy is the children. My condolences, though. The legacy is the children. Yeah. And for the fact that she dropped out of school and got married, um and got married, and then the husband had deleted her. And it's gonna hurt a little bit when I say it. It's gonna hurt a little bit. She ain't vet your uncle properly. Yeah, that's the truth. She did not vet your uncle properly. Yeah, You can't just come out of the woodwork and say, "Oh, he deleted her." That means she didn't vet this man properly. She didn't see the red flags. My condolences, though, baby. I'm sorry for your loss. But that's the truth. And some people don't want to say that. Some people don't want to say that. So when y'all come to social media and you say the man did this, the man did that, and I'm going to share something with you. A lot of content creators don't want to tell you, but that means you didn't vet this man properly. You didn't vet this woman properly. You saw everything outside and didn't check what was going on in the mind or in the heart. Yes, I'm sorry, baby. My condolences, though. So now, with that being said, y'all, I love the way when you get up here on social media, right? When we get up here on social media and you have so many people that have so many different ideas of marriage and relationships and stuff like that. Because everything I say may not work for everybody. Okay, it may not work. What I tell you, it may not work. You may not get any substance from what I'm saying. But when you put accountability on anything that you do, baby, it can't go wrong. You got to learn accountability. If you can learn accountability, you'll get past a lot of things. You will get past a lot of things if you learn accountability and stop blaming situations on everybody besides you. A lot of things that happen to us is because we allow it to happen. We allow it. We see the red flags and we act like we don't see anything because we in love. I'm just saying. So, with that being said, about the younger generation, my younger women, go to school. Go to school, baby. Get that education. I promote it. I promote going to school, getting that education. Do what you got to do, baby. I promote that because even in our own household, our children, we want them to go to college. So I promote that you go to school, okay? But I promote that you get your mind right to know that you're going to be a wife. That you're not going to wait until your 40s and say, I'm ready to be a wife. There will be no one here. There will be nobody here waiting for you. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to turn into a side piece. You will turn into a side piece. Because the women who marry young has took the ones that had some common sense. Okay? Had some common sense. I keep telling y'all, you gotta stop acting like we men. We are not men. Where men can marry at any age. It depends on how good they look, and it depends on how much money they got. They can marry at any age. They can. And nobody wants to believe that truth, but they can. They can have babies at any age. All they need is somebody fertile. That is it. I said that to y'all earlier. But because of the delusion that we were taught in the melanated community that the men will be there, this is what we left with. There's so many women who handled their business with school. They have an amazing career, and they in their late 60s and 70s home alone. They ain't got nobody, but they go on vacations. They enjoy themselves. They that rich auntie. They the rich auntie. Anytime she come around, she flashing money to everybody. And then she always had that one niece or one nephew that she loves so much. She will give them everything. You want to know why? That is called a retirement plan. She is doing a retirement plan into her nieces and nephews because she wants them to remember her when she get old. And some of them do. Some of them feel like they got to be loyal to the auntie because she has always helped them when they were younger, always did right by them. But I'm going to share something with you, my sisters, the younger ones. Ain't nothing like having your own offspring. That's what actually make you rich, your own offspring. Because they will be the ones to fight and cater for you when you get old. They will be the ones when things don't go right in the hospital. They the ones that will be rallying for you. Your own will rally for you. And a lot of us miss that part. Good morning, Grace. How are you, honey? All I'm saying is that a mindset needs to be changed. A mindset needs to be changed. King said choices equal consequences. He's right. Corey Joe says sometimes our children run away from our guidance, and suffer. I speak from experience. Corey Joe is right. Jenny says they got all the education but can't cook, have no concept of nurturing their children, nor do they know how to submit to a husband. This is true, but I'm gonna share something with you that I heard Louis Farrakhan say. He said, I don't think really women have a problem with being submissive to a man. It's if the man has wisdom. Yeah. And I was saying that, wow, he's right. Because when I think about the men of my past, right? All of them, you know how all these criterias we have in social media, he gotta be six, this, six, that, whatever, right? Okay. My king is nowhere near that, right? He's nowhere near that. We both nowhere near that. We just, average Joes living our day-to-day life, okay? And we handling our business, right? But I have met men in my past that had more than me, right? But I could never submit to them because the wisdom was not there. hmm The wisdom was not there, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to. But with my king, the wisdom was there, and I still didn't want to. But my king was like, no, because you want to turn right, and I'm telling you to turn left, and it's not gonna go like that. We have to go in sync. If I say we go left, we go left. We have to go in sync because we are one. So a woman can be submissive, but the man has to have wisdom. Because you can't follow somebody that's going to lead you astray. You can't follow somebody that's going to lead you to hell, right? So you have to follow a man who has wisdom. But there will be a lot of people on social media, we will say you must follow, you must submit to your husband. Now, let me share something with you. In order for you to know that you can submit to a man, you have to know that before you marry him. Like when I was dating my husband, I knew I could submit because I was able to follow what he told me when we were dating. I was able to take heed to the message when we were dating, but I was still a little rough around the edges. I still am now. But my king will shut that mess down. And then I will have to be turning around telling him, forgive me, because I know better. You understand? When you've been with somebody for a long time, you know better. So will I sit up here and say our life is perfect? Nope, I will not. I will not sit up here and say our life is perfect. Our marriage is not perfect. We go through the same thing, ups and downs like everybody else. But the thing is that, like I told y'all, we are one. We are one. We know that. And servitude is always at the helm. Servitude is always at the helm. My sisters, don't forget that servitude, you need that in marriage. Please don't forget that. This is how a lot of marriages get destroyed. You don't know how to lay under each other. You don't know how to caress each other. You don't know how to be intimate with one another. Don't lose that in a marriage. Don't lose that. If you lose that, you lose everything. You lose everything. And then you wonder why the marriage have hit rocks, because the servitude is not there and that intimate touch is not there. Now, why I'm saying this to our younger generation is because you have so many women content creators that are either close in my age or a little older, that's teaching the younger women, you don't need no man. Get that degree, enjoy yourself, party, do whatever you want to do, make that money, chase the bag. But when it's all said and done, baby, when you have chased all you wanted to chase and you have traveled all you wanted to travel, you still come back home to an empty house. Okay? You still come back home to an empty house. Jenny said, don't be unequally yoked. She's right. That's correct too. Find out beforehand. Find out beforehand. Now, I'm going to share something with you because a lot of Christians won't like to say this part. But if you found God within your marriage, if you found Yahweh within your marriage, right? And only you and your husband did not, you still got to follow him, baby. You still got to follow him because that is the way of the Lord. You still have to follow him because, okay, I didn't say follow him to some nonsense. I said you still have to follow him because he is your husband. Only thing you can do is continue to treat him well, be a good wife to him, and show him how God has did a whirlwind in your life. And one day you'll see somebody getting up, putting a suit on, putting on that three-piece suit, talking about, I'm going with you. Don't crucify this man because he is not attending church with you. Do not do that. Continue to be the good wife that you're supposed to be, like the Holy Bible tells you to be. Continue to be the good wife because God will smile down on you just for you being obedient. And don't you worry about his son. God will take care of his son. You don't have to worry about his son. God gonna take care of his son. You keep doing what you're supposed to do as the wife. And don't belittle him and make him feel like he ain't shit. You hear me? Don't do that. Continue to be a good wife. Continue to love him. Continue to do the right thing by him as you being his wife. And you will see, like I told you, one day you'll see somebody running up there trying to put their three-piece suit on, talking about, I'm going with you. I see what God is doing with you, and I want that same love too. Oh, Hadi said, when they say we don't date women. Okay, Hadi said, when they say why you don't date women with kids, I say I don't want to be unequally yoked. Oh, Hadi, wow. I hear you. I hear you, sir. I hear you. Miss Israel said they not ready for that part. No, they not ready for that part, baby. They not ready for that part. Because we will sit up here, we will say, I want somebody that's equally yoked. And sometimes even Christian women say this within their marriage. You already married. You already married. You about to decimate the family because you said we not equally yoked. And some women say it because maybe the man don't go to the same church as them. Some women say it because maybe the man is not doing what she doing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes women say it because she prays her prayer. She might be laying in the spirit faster than him, or when she pray, she's more heavily anointed than him. Okay, so now she say we not equally yoked, but that's not what God meant. You already married to this man. You supposed to follow him. I didn't say follow him into some nonsense. I said you still supposed to follow him. Lost in Translation say they say that because it sounds good. It's true. It's true. Miss Israel says we are not to lead our husbands at all. We not. But I'm gonna share something with you. You keep being a good wife that God wants you to be. And one day you will see this man get up and he will go with you to church because he see that you are a living testimony. You are a living testimony. You will see God do a whirlwind in that house. Do you hear me? You can't be in a house of nonsense. God does not allow his children to be in a house of foolery. He does not. He does not. You keep praying for your husband. You keep anointing everything he touch. You keep anointing his shoes and the pillow and the bed on his side. You keep anointing it, but you love him at the same time. You love him at the same time. You lay on him at the same time. You make love to him at the same time. You kiss on him at the same time. You make sure you make his plate at the same time. You make sure the house is clean at the same time. You still love on him at the same time. You don't tell him, we not equally yoked, I can't be with you. No, you can't do that. That God does not allow that. He doesn't. It's only if the one who is the unbeliever leaves the house on their own. I'm just saying. Now, Lost in Translation said, take heed, my mom would take us to church every Sunday. And one day my daddy put his suit and didn't look back. In 2 years, he became a deacon. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's how God do. That's how God do. Jenny said, I waited 22 years for my ex-husband to mature, only for him to stay at the same intellectual level for days from day one. I grew, he refused to. I became a mother to him. God won't go against a man, free will. Okay. Miss Jenny, I'm gonna share something with you. This is gonna hurt a little bit. I don't know if you should have came here today. This is gonna hurt a little bit. This your fault. Yeah, this your fault. You didn't choose wisely, Mom. You didn't. You saw the red flags that this man was not capable of building a family, but yet and still you gave him children. And you let him marry you because you could have said no. You saw the red flag, something was wrong, but yet and still you still married him. My younger women, my sisters, if you see the red flags while you dating somebody, you do not proceed to marriage. Don't do that. Because what's going to happen is, like Miss Jenny just said, she became his mother. You're not supposed to become your husband's mother. You ain't supposed to do that. You ain't supposed to become his mama. A lot of us women, we miss that part. Miss Jenny, I'm not gonna leave you out there, baby. Watch this. My first marriage, right? I thought I could change my husband too. My first marriage. I thought I could change him too. And I saw all the red flags, baby. But I proceeded on and had the worstest marriage I could ever see in my life. But it was my fault. It was my fault because God warned me that this was not right. And I still proceeded on. So, baby, you're not in the boat by yourself. I was there too. It took me to understand that I had messed up because I was looking at everything else outside of the red flags, and the red flags was flying high in my face. And I'm not sitting up here just saying it's his fault. It was my fault too, because I did not pay attention. And that's the thing. We worry about everything else except those red flags. We don't see those red flags. Miss Jenny, I was running past the red flags. The red flags was all in my face. I was running past the red flags. Baby, so you're not the only one. It happens to a lot of people, but you got to learn from your mistakes. You got to learn and make sure you understand that it's not just him, baby. It was you too. That's how you grow. When you can admit that it was you too that caused the nonsense to happen in the first place. See, I always say this, that we choose. God gave us a job as women, that we choose who bloodline get to stay here on earth and who bloodline won't make it here. We choose that. God gave us that authority. He gave us that authority. But we willed that authority so bad. We willed that authority so bad. We mess up. Because we bring offspring to this world that does not even deserve. The men don't even deserve to even grace your presence. But because the way they look or their mouth game is tight, we bring their children to this world and they don't even give two shits. Mind you, while you trying to have this baby, you about two steps from heaven door. And this is the thing that women forget. You about 2 steps from heaven door. You about to knock on heaven's door because of some Pookie and Rere that you trying to give a child to. And I'm guilty of that. So I'm not sitting up here judging nobody, baby. Because I have done some nonsense too, Miss Jenny. So, baby, don't listen. I have done some nonsense and I ain't trying to make you feel no type of way, baby, because I have done some foolery. And that's why I'm co-signing with you, baby. I'm co-signing with you, baby. Because I have done foolery that ain't make no damn sense. Okay? Baby, listen. Ain't nothing but love, honey, when I tell you it. Ain't nothing but love. Corey Joe for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you. Corey Joe says, thank you, Queen. Take heed for your faithfulness to our women. Though they may not listen to us men, they definitely hear the women. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. So now I want to share a little something with y'all that was in my women's group. We about to jump off that. I want to just give a little tidbit of this and we're going to be done. I want to share this little bit with you real quick. Skinny, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat, honey. I greatly Skinny said, take us to church. Take us to church. So listen. Okay. Miss Jenny said, I'm a full adult. I'm not offended by the truth. The truth is that I respect from both men and women. I feel you, baby. Thank you, honey. So now I got a little video that was on our women's group in the messenger, right? And I heard some young women talking, and we're gonna have to play the video real quick because I want y'all to hear what they were saying. I know you can only hear it. I don't know how to put it on screen yet. You know, I ain't equipped for all that yet. So we gonna just hear it. But what I want to say to close out on that part of our segment today is that my younger women, don't just listen to the advice of your mama, your grandma, your great grandma, and just go to school only. Start getting your mind right for marriage and children as well. Get your mind right for marriage and children as well. Don't just think that this makes sense, only school. Because you will get as old as me and live in a beautiful house and just drink wine when you feel like it and go on vacation when you feel like it and be 50, 60 years old talking about you got a boyfriend. You got a boyfriend. 70 years old, you got a boyfriend. I'm sorry, this gonna hurt a little bit. This gonna hurt a little bit. And anybody feel offended, that's your business. Because you came over here. I didn't ask you to come. They just put out an alert and then you decided you was gonna come over here. If you that old, you should not be having a boyfriend. He's supposed to be your husband. Unless you got married before and your husband had went on to glory. And if your husband went on to glory, in the late ages of, y'all, him passing, you like in your 60 something, 70 years old. Let me just share a little tidbit with you. You shouldn't be having no boyfriend. Yeah, you should not be having no boyfriend. Your time is done. You finished. Yeah. Anybody you get now just gonna use you. Yeah. I'm just, I want to put that out there. Let you know. Let you know. I'm just saying, you ain't supposed to be old trying to talk about you got a boyfriend. That does not make sense. I was listening today that Steve Harvey, this woman said she was in a relationship for 20 years. 20 years in a relationship with a man. And she said she didn't want to marry him because prior to that, she was in a relationship with another man for, excuse me, I'm sorry. I had some coffee. She was prior in a relationship with another man for 10 years, right? 10 years. And all the things they built together, she lost it because it had to go to the children. Okay. It had to go to his children. He had children. She never married this man. And this is why I tell y'all be like, oh, paperwork ain't nothing. Paperwork ain't nothing. They got, on a marriage, y'all be saying, paperwork ain't nothing. Paperwork ain't nothing. That's what y'all say. Paperwork ain't nothing. That paperwork don't mean nothing. That's what y'all say. But all states don't have common law marriage. All states don't honor common law marriage. Because in Jersey, if you ain't get married in 1934, they ain't checking for you. They ain't checking for you. They don't give two shits. They ain't checking for you. Okay? If you ain't married within that time, they ain't checking for you. Okay? So all y'all who be like, oh no, we need that paper. You don't need that paperwork. Just go ahead and be married. The law ain't gotta be in your business. The law ain't gotta be in your business. Let me share something with you. If his mama's still alive and you built with him, you never married him. You don't have his last name or nothing. I don't care how many years you've been with him. The mama decimating everything. She taking it all from you. You're not gonna get nothing. You're not gonna get nothing. Lost in translation, just put it in there. In the obituary, you will be labeled good friend. That was my amazing friend. That's what you will be labeled. So for all y'all who think that makes sense, you keep running with that. You better make sure your state honor common law marriage. You better make sure, because not all states honor that. Okay? Some of y'all be living that boo-boo the fool life and be thinking that makes sense. See? Jenny just hit a low blow right here, but I'm gonna say it anyway. She said, my alimony check say paperwork work. Oh, Jenny, that's not right, Jenny. That's not right. But I'm gonna say it out there. Now, all I'm saying is that this is what I want to share, just a little tidbit with you. Marriage is actually meant to be a lifetime. But a lot of us get that screwed up. I'm one of them. But I be damned if I let the second one screw up. You hear me? I be damned if I don't learn how to be respectful and bend to my husband's will. I be damned. Because I love my king. I be damned. You know what I'm saying? 16 years to a lifetime. I be damned. I'm not doing that. I love my husband. I want to start over again. All that hot girl summer y'all be talking about. Oh, that happy syndrome. I don't want none of that nonsense. I'll be damned. Okay? I will be damned. I don't want none of that. Okay? Y'all get up here talking about I want something exciting. You know what exciting is to me? You know what exciting is to me? Because I still love my husband. I still love him. I still think he look good to me. He's sexy and everything. I love his beard and everything. So my king still look good to me. So when he come down in his towel and I be on one of these lives, I gotta go. I don't have time. I gotta go. Okay. I'm sorry to Black Men Unfiltered. That's what happened last night. I had to leave. It was 12 o'clock. My king told me, I'm about to tell my business. My king told me, I need to see about you. This is what my king said. I need to see about you. This was about 8:48. Black Man Unfiltered show about to start at 9:30. I told him, I said, baby, I can't see about you right now. I gotta prepare to start opening up the studio to get down there and do what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take my shower, get ready, all this other stuff. I asked him, just, rub my back a little bit, get the Vaseline, because baby, Vaseline is my friend. So get the Vaseline on my back a little bit, and he touching on me, and I'm like, it's about to go left. I know, but don't do that, because I got to get ready. So he started laughing. He's like, well, you just be a little late tonight. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be late. I just want to go to his show, and then I'm going to see about you after. So he told me by 12 o'clock, be off that live. I'm going to be watching you from upstairs. I told him, I said, listen, don't try to clock me. He was like, no, 12 o'clock. Oh, I'm coming downstairs. So I started laughing. So at the end of me, I'm about to close. I already hit Black Men Unfiltered in the private message. I said, listen, I'm leaving by 12 midnight. That's what I told him. I'm leaving by 12 midnight. Then I saw Anissa say it. I saw Anissa say it, and then I saw Mr. Bennett say, right? Now I know I was leaving for a purpose. I was leaving for a purpose, okay? I don't know why they was leaving. Maybe they had to go to work the next morning. But I was leaving for a purpose, okay? So now I hear the steps creaking. So I had hurried up and I was like this to everybody, and I left. Now, usually I tell everybody, oh, guys, I'm leaving, this and that. Everybody have a good night. But since I said it in the chat, I'm like, okay, I'm good. I went just like this and I closed out. And I closed my computer. I'm looking at my husband. He's like, I told you I was going to be down here. Now, I'm going to share something with you. I'm fresh. So I ain't had no problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to take every task that's given to me by my husband. I don't have no problem. Okay? I'm just saying. Take he was go. I was not going by 10:45. I was not. First of all, and Eastern Standard Time over here in Jersey, it was 12. That's what I did. Okay? That's what I did. Now, with that being said, okay, I don't want a different life. I don't. Okay. Skinny said, rest in peace to the chandelier. Yes, Skinny, rest in peace to the chandelier. Okay. I got to get to Home Depot. So now, with that being said, okay, all I'm saying to y'all is that when you get married, it's meant to be a lifetime. It's meant to be a lifetime. It's not meant to be a few years. And then when you get tired, I'm done. My king always stressed that to me all the time. Marriage is not meant to be a few years and then we're done because I'm not happy no more. I need you to change this. I need you to change that. That's not what it is. You make each other happy. You work on each other so you build together. You work on each other when you know how to still be kind to one another. Because sometimes people could be married for like 25, 30 years and they not kind to one another. They don't know how to speak to each other. They speak nasty to each other. And that can run a marriage down as well. I still call my husband, if I'm not calling him king, I'm calling him baby, my dear. All these things, you still being kind to this man. Why you think my husband still like to, like to still touch on me, like to still want to make love to me because I welcome him. See, there's a lot of women who've been married as long as me or even longer. She doesn't welcome him in. If you don't know how to welcome him in, he'll never come. He will never come. If you always push him away, you got him on some schedule, because y'all do that bullshit. You got him on some schedule, he will never come. But when he know that he can tap you on the shoulder and you turn around and you smile at him and you tell him, baby, this is not what you want, baby. This is not what you want. And he look at you, he laugh, he kiss you. He said, no, baby, this is what I want. You see? It's how you welcome him. I'm just saying. It's how you welcome him that make him want to continue to come. But if you keep pushing him away, this is some gems right here for the married folk. Okay? This for the married folk. I don't stop talking to the youngest. This for the married folk. Y'all older women who've been married as long as me. Maya said, not penciling him in, though. That's right. That's right. That's right, Maya. Don't pencil him in. When he tap you, baby, tell him this not what you want, baby. Smile at him. This not what you want. This a problem right here. Let him know this a problem. And he gonna tell you, no, I'm the problem, baby. That's what he tell you. He gonna talk some mess back to you. You gonna take it like that. You know what I'm saying? Talk your talk, baby. Talk your talk. I'm just letting you know. Miss Israel said, ain't no such thing as penciling him in. No. That's right. And we got to get that out our mindset, because I'm going to share something with you. The younger women think that this makes sense. And I'm going to share this video with y'all on the women's group that I attend in Instagram. And it's a lot of women who follow my content, and I follow their content, and we all have like a white group together. And Mrs. She Said is in it. Also, Lady Di is in it. And they have put, and it's a whole bunch of other women, okay, that's in it as well. Shout out to all the sisters, okay? And there's a content creator that's in this video. She's talking about how she sleep with her husband once a week, and that he's telling her he need more. Okay. And this is a famous content creator. She's I think she's Asian. Okay. And her husband is African. So I know she in trouble with that once a week thing. So y'all listen to the video. Check it out.
We fight to have sex like once a week right now. I'm exhausted and there's just like no time. Right now I feel like foreplay is overrated. I tell him I'm like, babe, you can't just like start like trying to take my pants off. Like I need you to pursue me. Like I need you to I'm not an off and on switch. For me, it's more like once I'm in the moment, I'm really in the moment. How do you get in the moment? Sometimes you just have to like schedule it. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing, bro. I know we're gonna do it on that day. Maybe shake the touch if you're feeling very ambitious. I'm getting myself into the mind space of it. Yes, keep in mind it's only been 3 months postpartum. Yeah, and trying to love your body. Hell yeah, it's really hard. So then trying to be naked in front of your partner. Yeah, when you're just having your body one way to another. Yeah. And it's not because they don't make you feel beautiful, but you yourself have to feel beautiful. Right? Oh yeah. We fight to have.
So all these three women who proclaim what they believe makes sense to them, all their husbands are going to be a problem for them in the future. I'm going to share with you why. The first one says she sleep with her husband once a week. She said foreplay is overrated. The second one said that she scheduled her husband in for sex. The third one says that she's postpartum 3 months, right? And postpartum 3 months. Now, legally, by what the doctors say, is 6 weeks, right? So for 6 weeks, this man had been on ice. He's been on ice, okay? And so now it has led into 3 months of you not doing anything with him. And you're saying because you don't feel good because you're looking at your body. But I'm going to share something with you. You should work on your body because you want to get back to the way you look after you had the baby. And I understand that. That's a good thing. But the problem is that, check this out. The problem is that he's suffering. He's suffering. All these women have one thing in common. They're all making their husband suffer. The first one is saying she can only sleep with her husband once a week. The other one is saying she's scheduling her husband. The other one says she hasn't slept with her husband for 3 months now. 3 months. Can you imagine? And they're saying that foreplay is overrated. And I'm going to share something with you. These will be the same women that will come to social media and say their husbands cheated on them. Their husband did them wrong. These will be the same women that will get up here and crucify their husbands because they found out that their husbands are cheating. I'm just saying. If you act like this with your husband, you might as well welcome in Miss Israel. You know I'm about the land, baby. I see what you wrote. You know I'm about the land. You might as well welcome in a sister wife. You just welcome in. Okay? You just welcome in a sister wife. Because one said she got him once a week. And this is an African man. I watch their content. Ain't no way. Once a week. Okay? Once a week, she said she got him. The other one said she got him on a schedule. She got to pencil him in. The third one said she's postpartum, 3 months. She has not slept with her husband. Okay? 3 months she has not slept with her husband. She got this man on ice. All he needs is somebody at his job to tell him, you look good today. You look good today. You smell nice. I love your haircut. I love how your beard looks. It's my birthday. Can you give me a hug? That's all he need. You in trouble. That's all he need. You in trouble. Because you saying you sleeping with your husband once a week. You saying that you got him on a schedule. And the last one says she ain't slept with her husband in 3 months. And in your mind, you think that makes sense. In your mind, you think that makes sense. My husband is up in age, about 7 years older than me. He up in age. But he still like that touch. He still like that touch. He told me 21 days. Y'all remember when I put that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all remember when I put that video out? I put that video out about the doctor saying that a man has to have relations 21 days in a month so that he won't get prostate cancer, right? I told my husband this, and my husband said the doctor is wrong. You need twice a day. As old as my husband is, he said you need twice a day. So I'm not even up to par with what my husband talking about. He even counting the days, 21 days. 21 days. I'm laughing at him because I'm thinking that I think I'm handling my business. I be thinking I'm handling my business. I be doing my thing. I be thinking that. You feel me? But when he said 21 days, I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I just looked at him. I said, I'm not giving. He said, I like it twice a day. Can you imagine? I like it twice a day. And he don't even have no time to like it twice a day. Can you imagine? Corey Joe. Corey Joe is doing some food. Corey Joe's for the $2 super chat. Corey Joe says single mothers play in my gym. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Mind you, you know this is where men always go anyway because they're trying to work off all that, you know, they can't get that physical touch. So they go into the gym, they doing you got ass and titties walking around. Like just, you know, because y'all don't know how to dress when you go to the gym anyway. So you got ass and titties walking around and your wife at home and she can't even touch you. She told you no once a week. And then she tells him, don't just pull my pants off. You can't just take my pants off. That's what she said. You can't just take my pants off. Thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat, my dear. I appreciate it. Now, I know that this is my girl from Instagram. How are you, baby? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Thank you for rocking with me. Okay? That's the problem. That's the whole problem. She said, I knew it was you, baby. I knew it was you, boss lady. Hey, baby. So now, that's the problem I got because you saying he ain't supposed to pull your pants off. Okay? He ain't supposed to pull your pants off. Okay, I understand. He gonna be pulling somebody else's pants off, baby. He gonna be pulling somebody else's pants off. And you know what she gonna do? This is what the woman gonna do when he pull her pants off. Baby, you ain't taking it off fast enough. Let me help you. Yes, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Since you saying, I don't know why you pulling my pants off. Don't just pull my pants off. There's gonna be another woman as he pulling her pants down. Okay? As he pulling her pants down, she gonna say, baby, you ain't pulling them off fast enough. Let me help you. Let me help you, baby. You ain't pulling them off fast enough. You know how I know? Because I do that shit all the time to my husband. You ain't doing it fast enough. Hold on. Hold on, baby. I got you. Hold on. Hold on. See, Black Man Unfiltered last night, they was making jokes talking about, this was before the show started. They was like, yeah, take heed. We know you be telling him, get on the bed, this and that. Listen. I'm a big girl, but I'm not, I don't have authority in my bedroom. I don't. I like to be talked to into submission. Yes. So just because I'm a big girl don't mean that I rule my bedroom. I like to be talked to, baby. Talk me into it, honey. Talk me into it, baby. Okay? Talk me into it. I like to follow directions. Talk me into it, honey. All right, now. Both ladies said, that's right, me too. That's right, baby. That's right, honey. Now, with that being said, these young women here, they got some problems. There's gonna be some issues, and right now they don't see it. They don't see it right now. And I wish I could. I even wrote a comment under there. I said, "Baby, all you doing is welcoming some foolery. That's all y'all doing is welcoming in some foolery. You got one that you giving your husband loving once a week. The other one is scheduling him. The third one says she ain't sleep with him in 3 months. Don't you know sometimes those 3 months leads to 6 months. The 6 months lead to 1 year. It leads to 1 year. And that's the sad part. And another thing too, I want to tidbit on real quick. about the Black Men Unfiltered show last night. Some of the people on the panel were saying that it's not true, that because they were talking about jailbirds winning melanated sisters, right? And how a lot of melanated sisters, I'm jumping on a different subject, y'all, how a lot of melanated sisters date jailbirds. And some people on the panel, excuse me, who have not grown up in that lifestyle, they was like, no, a lot of educated sisters don't date men that is from jail. Like they date men of their class. And I'm gonna share something with you right now. That's not true. That's not true. There's a lot of men that are in prison that are dating women that got money. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of brothers that is in prison that they messing with nurses. They messing with women who are boss chicks that got money, everything. Okay. If I'm sitting up here lying, somebody come smack me. Because there is a lot of melanated sisters that will mess with a jailbird before they mess with a man that can hold them accountable. Because I'm going to share something with you. Someone that is a jailbird cannot hold a woman accountable. Okay? Cannot hold a woman accountable if you're in prison. You can't. And I'm going to share something with you. You may get offended by what I'm saying, and you may say that it's not true. That's your business. But I grew up in foolery. So I have seen a lot of good sisters fall because they're dating men that were in prison. Okay? I have watched it. I have watched women take care of men. Okay? Take care of men. And then when they get out, the men act like they don't know them. They act like they do not know them. And because you see this structure, this body type, he's sending you pictures, he all boofed up, he looking like Incredible Hulk. You in love with that body type. And then when he come home, he fuck you for about 2 weeks. 2 weeks he fuck you. Okay? He fuck you and then leave you. Because that's not what he wanted. He didn't want you. Okay? He ain't want you. He just wanted you to take care of him for that time being while he was in prison. He ain't want you. So when the panel was saying last night, no, that don't happen. Educated women don't fall for that. Lawyers fall for it. DAs fall for it. Prison guards fall for it. Okay? Women that are representatives of the county fall for it. Mayors fall for it. Governors fall for it. Okay? Our melanated sisters. All you got to do is send a picture of him looking like Incredible Hulk. And the first thing a Black woman will say is, I love to climb that tree. If I'm lying, somebody come smack me. That's the first thing she say. I love to come climb that tree. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I love to come climb that tree. And you know it. Hey, CDT Beats, how are you? Fingerprint, I see you. So when some of the people on the panel were saying that that's not true, melanated sisters don't, then how is it that these brothers that be in prison all over social media be having so many women in, and they be doing lives from prison. They be doing live shows like I'm doing right now from prison. And these women be thirsty in there. Oh, what's your commissary? Let me put some money in your commissary. And y'all got to stop lying, acting like these sisters ain't doing that nonsense. They doing it. Let me share something with you. Even the hospital that I work at, you will see nurses. And JT said this, I'm sorry. TJ said this. Okay, the Real Bravado Network. He said this. And he asked me, he said, take heed, co-signing for me. And I'm like, I'm co-signing for you because it's right. There are nurses that at our hospital, both of our hospital, young nurses, got expensive ass BMWs, cars and stuff, all types of different names, nice ass cars, better car than me. She waiting for her Pookie and Ray to pick her up, her jailbird that just came from jail to pick her up with her car. You want to know why? Because he laying that pipe down. He laying that pipe down. He digging her out and she loving it. So she gonna put up with all types of bullshit. Because why? Because the first word she said when she saw him, I love to climb that tree. A lot of our melanated sisters are lost because they think this makes sense. These are the men that I say there's not supposed to have offspring. They're not. The same men that you see doing nonsense out in the street is not supposed to have offspring. They're not. Now, am I saying that some men that come out of prison that they don't learn a lesson? Some do. Some do, and they seek change. And God bless them. The ones that do, that seek change. They learn their lesson. They like, I got to get my shit together. I don't blame them brothers. Do what you got to do so you don't go back there. But our sisters pick the ones who want to continue to keep going in and out of that place. How you want to go in and out of that place all the time? First of all, let me share something with you. You want to keep going in and out of place where somebody got to tell you when to wash your ass, when somebody got to tell you when to eat, when somebody tell you you can watch TV, somebody tell you when you can read a book, somebody tell you when you can go out in the yard and play, somebody tell you when you can exercise. Okay? All right. And I'm going to share something with you. Good morning, Ricky. I'm going to share something with you. A lot of those brothers who go in there, the ones that be like the toughest on the street, that you can't say nothing to them, like you terrified of them. They look like Incredible Hulk and all this other stuff, right? When they get in that prison and the lights go out, they name Sally. My name's Sally. My name's Sally. But on the block, okay? On the block, his name is something else. But when he get in the prison, my name's Sally. Yes. But this is what our women think makes sense. Our women think that this makes sense. Instead of having a man that's out here that will hold you to the fire. Okay? You don't want a man that will hold you to the fire, hold you accountable. You don't want a man that you can follow, that will lead you to a safe haven. You don't want that. You want somebody that you could get up here talking about, I climb that tree. You sound boo-boo the fool. I climb that tree. You climbing that tree. When there's a lot of men out here that got purpose, that got focus, that you can build a dynasty with, why you can't say you will climb his tree? That's the one you want to, that's the one you should want to climb, because he the one that want to teach you accountability, want to teach you change, want to put you in a safe home. That's the one you should be worried about. Somebody you ain't got to be waiting outside for your car. You just get in your car. You a nurse waiting outside for your car. If you married to a man that got an upright heart and mind, you ain't got to wait for your car. When you get in your car, because your car is parked at the parking lot, you get in your car, you call him, baby, I'm on my way home. He said, okay, baby, I'm about to pull out because I got to go to work. You have a wonderful day. And you tell him, baby, I'm going to cook and everything. I'm going to have everything ready for you when you get home. And he tell you, thank you. That's how it's supposed to go. But because You want to be the boss. You want to be the boss. You want to handle everything. Okay? Because you make that money. You make more money than him. And I'm going to share something with you. Just give you a little tidbit for y'all who think that this makes sense to be messing with men from prison. Who think this makes sense. He riding Pukisha in your car. When he drop you off at work, he down at Pukisha house rocking with her. He down there screwing Pukisha, driving your Bentley around the projects or wherever, the townhouses and all that stuff. He down there doing that. Listen, it is what it is, honey. It is what it is. Everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all take heed to the message. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for coming and spend time with me. I greatly appreciate y'all. We are done for today, but I want my younger sisters, and I have to do a 360 real quick. I want to share this one thing with you, baby. Just this one thing with you, honey. Do not just focus on school. Do not just focus on getting that degree. Put in your mindset that you need a family. Okay, you need to, first of all, let me not even say family first. You need to get your mind right for a husband. Okay, and you need to have children. Get your mind ready for that, as well as school. Stop letting these older women fool you. And then when you in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, you in this big house, you got a nice car, you living well, but you don't have no eyes that look back at you. Thank you, boss lady, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, baby. So with that being said, everybody have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App. You can also donate through stars. You can donate through stickers, super chats as well. If you want to donate, you can also check out our family business called ubnracksfashion.com. We are on 5 different platforms: is Etsy, eBay, Pushmart, Macari, and then the main website is ubnracksfashion.com. Also, if you want to buy merch from us, merch is available, okay? And you will find that on YouTube. Scroll to the top, you'll see shop or store. Go in there and check that out, okay? And you'll see we have cups, hoodies, shirts, bags, and book bags, water bottles as well. Okay, much love to you all. Everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you to everybody who came and rocked with me this morning. I know my morning shows be too much, but I appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the love. Everybody be safe out in these streets, y'all.